Today, we're diving into what might just be the single most important skill for anyone trying to navigate our new AI-powered world, and that's learning how to learn.
I mean, think about that for a second. When one of the top minds at a place like Google says this, it's not just some tech bro prediction. It's a huge signal that something fundamental is changing about what it means to be successful and, frankly, valuable.
So what is this big test that AI is throwing at us? Well, it's not just about getting good with new apps or software. It's way deeper. It's a challenge to the very way we think and how we process the world around us.
And let's be super clear here. We're not talking about some niche gadget for a few experts. AI is a massive force that's already reshaping entire industries. It's kind of becoming the new electricity, a foundational layer for pretty much everything.
And this isn't some sci-fi future I'm talking about. It's happening right now. The systems that handle our finances, the tools that are creating medical miracles, even the platforms our kids are using in school, they're all being fundamentally changed by AI.
Okay, so if the world is changing at this crazy speed, how in the world do we keep up? Well, it turns out we need a new kind of survival skill, one that's less about the facts you've memorized and a whole lot more about how you think.
And that skill has a name: metacognition. I know it sounds a little academic, but all it really means is thinking about your own thinking. It's that ability to just step back for a second and ask yourself, wait, how am I trying to learn this? Is this actually working? Or is there a better way I could be doing this?
So here's the absolute key takeaway. The focus is shifting, and it's shifting fast. It's moving away from just cramming facts into your brain, which, let's be honest, an AI can do a billion times faster, and towards mastering the process of learning itself. That's a skill that can't be automated.
So how do we actually practice this? A really great way to think about it is Kolb's learning cycle. It basically turns learning into this active loop. You start by just doing something, having a concrete experience. Then you step back and think about it. What just happened? From there, you come up with a new idea or a theory. And then, and this is the most important part, you go out and you test that new idea. It's this constant rolling cycle of doing, thinking, and getting better.
So it makes sense, right? If the skills we need are changing this dramatically, then the places where we learn those skills, our schools, our jobs, they've got to change too.
And the difference is it's night and day. We're moving away from that old model where a teacher just lectures and students are expected to passively absorb information. The new way of learning puts you, the learner, in the driver's seat. It's about exploring, asking questions, and really understanding how you learn best.
So how does education get there? Well, it's about weaving AI into everything, not just teaching a class called AI. This lets learning systems adapt to each student's pace, and it frees up teachers to be what we really need them to be, guides and mentors who can help with hands-on, real-world projects.
And you can see this shift reflected perfectly in the job market. Yeah, technical skills are still important, of course, but the most valuable people will be the ones who can blend that tech know-how with uniquely human skills, like critical thinking, being able to adapt on the fly, and, actual empathy. These are the skills that work with AI, not against it.
This is a massive change. More and more, companies care less about the degree on your wall and more about what you can actually do. Can you solve a tricky problem? Can you learn a new skill quickly? It's a huge move towards skills-based hiring, which makes being a good self-directed learner more valuable than ever before.
But listen, jumping into this new world, it's not without its dangers. As we start to lean on AI more and more, we're basically walking this AI tightrope. We have to figure out how to grab all its amazing benefits without falling into some pretty serious traps. And this is the big one, isn't it? This is the question that keeps a lot of us up at night. If an AI can give you a perfect answer to anything in 2 seconds, what happens to our own ability to wrestle with a problem, to analyze it, and to question things for ourselves?
You can really see the tension right here. For every mind-blowing opportunity like totally personalized learning or having all the world's information at your fingertips, there's a risk on the other side. Relying on it too much can make our own skills rusty, and the sheer convenience of it can make us forget that AI can be wrong or biased.
Let's zoom in on one of these risks, because it's a sneaky one: automation bias. It's our natural human tendency to just trust what a computer tells us, no questions asked. We've all done it. In the age of AI, that's a really dangerous mental shortcut that we all need to be aware of and actively fight against.
So, what's the game plan? How do we move forward? Well, it's got to be a two-part strategy. On one hand, we need to make sure everyone has a basic understanding of how AI works and that everyone can get access to these tools. But at the same time, we absolutely have to build strong guardrails, especially for things like data privacy, and encourage a culture where we question our tech, not just passively accept it.
And look, this isn't just some abstract idea. There are already real-world policies in the works, like the AI Bill of Rights, that are trying to get ahead of these challenges, especially around our data. It just goes to show you how seriously this is being taken at the highest levels.
And that leaves us with one final, kind of provocative thought. We know for a fact that AI is getting smarter at a rate that's hard to even comprehend. So the real question is, are you? Because the future isn't going to belong to the people with the most facts in their head. It's going to belong to the ones who never, ever stop learning how to learn.